Hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing on this Money Monday? Yeah, I did it right in front of you. Imagine that. Yes, I did. Hey, listen, we're going to talk today about my favorite topic, not payday loans. Ugh, I'm cringing thinking about it. Go grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea, put this video on pause, come right back. Steve's going to call any minute, and we're going to do just that. Hang out with us. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really do appreciate your time. On the phone with us again, we have our regular channel contributor, Steve Young. How you doing today, Steve?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm ready for Monday. And today we're talking about payday loans. Basically, if you don't know the actual definition of a payday loan, it can also be called a cash advance loan, okay? And the thing is, what makes this thing tempting, if you have not the best of credit, if you have little or no history, basically you are advanced monies and you are supposedly going to pay it back within a relatively short period of time. Now, there could be a pro to it, and the pro is if all else fails, that's where you go. And that's where my belief system is, to leave such a thing as a last resort. There are so many other options that we could get into. Steve, how do you feel in general about cash advance short-term loans? And could it possibly be a dangerous thing if left in the wrong hands as far as borrowers go?
Yes, that can be a dangerous avenue to go down because, as you just mentioned, it is a cash advance, but it's actually a little worse than that because somehow they have a way of linking your bank account to the payday loan. So it can be a very dangerous thing. They can be pulling money out at any time, charging you very, very high interest rates. I just don't see where it's feasible for the average consumer to take one out.
Okay, so when you say high interest rates, like, can you name a number, or do you have an idea, a ballpark number of interest rates for this?
It can be in the excess of 25%.
Wow.
The last thing that I checked on concerning a payday loan, because I do like to stay in the know of certain things, they're saying that it can go as high as 400%.
That's pretty scary, and you're not the only person that noticed that. I thought it was my vision. So I'm just like telling my viewers that we are telling you guys to, if at all possible, stay away. And here is another pitfall of a payday loan. And when we get back, we're going to get into it. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate your sticking around. Hey, Steve, once again, we're talking about payday loans. And for some reason, for me, this is an uncomfortable topic. I guess I personally get uncomfortable about it because I feel like these are predatory loans. And in truth and in fact, they really are predatory loans. For example, if you delay if you can't make the payment in the first place that you originally agreed to, you can get into a mess of trouble with interest in numbers. For example, but wait a minute, Steve, let's talk about an incident where a person may actually need a payday loan. Not that they woke up and planned it, but some unforeseen thing happened. Like, name an instant of an unforeseen situation.
Well, one of the things that can happen that may cause a person to go and attempt a payday loan is, let's say, a major household appliance fails, or you have major car repairs that you have to attend to. Otherwise, how are you going to get around? So you have no other avenue as to where to go with it. So your only other option is to go to a payday loan person and take out a payday loan advance, which is not good.
So then let's say, for example, a person is a hard worker. They're just getting by, paying their bills. They work in earnest. They usually just only use a debit card to convey cash. They may have a credit card. They may not have a credit card. It all depends on the person's situation. And then one day, all of a sudden, they wake up to notice that water is dripping from their refrigerator. Why? Because the darn thing broke and they can't fix it themselves. So, wouldn't that be like a really good example, like you said earlier, unexpected and unforeseen, issues with the repairs, car repairs, appliance repairs. We just don't know. In the event, thank you so much for sticking around. Unfortunately, we have had our lion's share of technical issues. And once again, thank you, Steve Young, for your contribution to the channel today. And, in summary, we're talking about payday loans, cash advance loans, and they certainly are predatory loans. I mean, it's just as bad as practically going in the street to a loan shark. Heaven forbid that anyone does that. Let's concentrate our focus on money making ways, because really the solution is twofold. Either you have to increase your income, or you have to start lowering the bar and find ways to save. Some people say, well, which is better, increasing your income or saving? I say both. Take advantage of both, because you need to do both. You need to change your lifestyle habits. You need to sit down and examine what could be leaking out of my wallet that I can't even begin to save $5 a week. I know people that really every single month they're in the same hole by the same time every month because they do not anticipate their expenses. Here's the thing, especially for people that live on a fixed income, you may have a fixed income, but your outgo every month is different. That's why it's always very, very smart. Like say, it just happens to be the first day of this month. So what you need to do is to sit down and examine your monthly budget. Do you have birthdays? Do you have anniversaries? Check out your discretionary spending. But first, write down your mandatory spending, like your rent, like your bills. You might say, write it down. I know it is. You know what it is, but sometimes you kind of like don't know what it is. Find ways to save on your utility bills. Get friendly with your phone. It's okay. The old days, they used to say, let your fingers do the walking. Well, you could go on websites. You can make that phone call. You could donate that hour or two on hold. I would rather stay at home comfortably for that hour, that extra hour, and learn how to save money each and every single month on utility bills, like I did last year. I chopped about $75 off of my cable bill. $75 a month. Think about how many work hours it would take you to earn that $75. Let's suppose you earn $15 an hour. Got it now? Not to mention then there's taxes, then there might be childcare, and then there might be gas. You walk home with about 45. I rather earn, for not really earning, $75 free and clear. There are ways to save. Stay away from those horrible loans and those cash advances, if at all possible. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City, and on behalf of Steve Young, we'd like to wish you a happy day. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. We're going to have a special guest. I'm not saying who. Surprise, surprise. Have a great day, everybody.